Hi everybody, my name is Anand. I'm from Bangalore. This video will help you out to buy a used car. I'll be giving you a few tips and as well as demo on how to check a car when you're about to buy it. In this video, I'll be comparing two cars. One will be of course a Wagon R 2004 petrol, and I'll also be showing you another car that would be a Honda Amaze 2015 model. Both these cars are bought by my friends recently, and I'll just show you how to check them and what to look for. If you have any doubts or comments, please feel free to post here below on my YouTube channel or email me bikeranand@gmail.com. Thank you. So there are 5 things to check while buying a used car. The first one is documents. The second being accidental history, that is to find out if the car has been through any major accidents. And then the chassis, engine, and electricals, the drive and the comfort. And the last thing is the refurbishment cost. Now, in documentation, what you need is the original RC book or smart card, and there should be no hypothecation or loan. If car was purchased under loan, the NOC, no objection certificate from financier, also known as Form 35, is a must. If not, you can also get a B extract from any Bangalore One outlet that describes history of the car. The B extract costs you just about 20 bucks and it's available at all Bangalore One outlets. You also need to make sure that the car you buy has a valid insurance certificate, emission test with the most recent one, and of course the wheel alignment report. This will ensure that the wheel alignment report is one of the most important ones, as most cars that go through major accidents, they do have wheel alignment issues. So this is one of the early signs to be aware of. And of course the last thing is seller's ID proof and address proof. So preferably go for the PAN card or the passport xerox and any other address proof. In some cases, if the seller has a single ID and address proof, do not accept it. Always ask for two separate ones. So this way, in case there is any trouble in future, in the next 30 days, once you buy the car, you can always, show that. Chassis is one of the important parts of the car, and as you can see in this video, when a car is made at the factory, it is stamped by robots and they are welded together. This robotic welding, also known as punching, is what makes the car really strong. As you can see, the robotic punching on a factory stock car will leave circular round dots, and they would be found all over the car in many places. Now, in case of an accident, these would be missing. Now let's check on this car here. We pull out the rubber beading and you can see the factory punches are still intact. Alright, which means that this car is less likely to be, having a accidental history. Now this needs to be checked on all the 4 doors, also inside the engine bay and the dicky as well. We'll show the next video now. Now this is a Wagon R 2004 petrol model car, and as we can see here, once you open the bonnet, to the left and the right you find these two aprons, and here if you observe closely there are again these spot welding marks or the circular dots that you see, which again means that this is a genuine chassis. Now here, once you open the bonnet, on the edges of the bonnet and also when you open the doors at the edges, you'll have this sealant thing, as I'll show you on this video. Once you open the door, to the edge you can see this mark, that is a factory sealant. Alright, in case the door was crushed or if it was replaced, then it wouldn't have it. I would always suggest you to take a mechanic to check the engine of a car. However, there are some simple things you can check. Once you open up the car, this is the dipstick wherein you check the condition of the oil as well as the level. So remove the dipstick, start the car, and then just place your thumb finger just above the hole. Alright, beware, there are moving parts like the belts around you, so be careful, and just place your thumb just above the hole for a few seconds and remove your thumb, and you shouldn't find any oil stain or any oil droplets. If you do not find much, then you can safely assume that yes, the engine is at least 50% good in condition. Now apart from this, you will also focus on condition of other critical parts around the engine. That would include the condition of the belts. As you can see in this car, the belts have been replaced. About electricals in a car, it is very simple. Just make sure all the electricals work. That is, switch on the car, alright, and check the instrument cluster, the odometer, trip meter, if all the warning lights switch up. And then once you start the car, most of the lights should switch off except for your handbrake if it is still on. Apart from this, do check the functioning of all indicators, and also the most important thing, the headlights. Check for both high beam, low beam, as well as the pass light. About tires and underbody. We will look at the actual condition of the tire, not by the looks or the buttons. We'll look for cracks and the actual age of the tire. So here, although the buttons are great in this tire, if you observe carefully, there are plenty of minor cracks in between the buttons. So basically this is an aged tire. Alright, and also all tires come with the manufacturing week. So here you see 1707, that means it is 17th week of 2007 that this tire was made. Although it has buttons, it is not really worth using this tire. Now under the car, if you check, it will give you a lot of telltale signs about any accident or hitting the median, running over a stone, such things. We don't see any such thing under this car. And this is the oil sump. If this is damaged, it's pretty expensive to repair this. It will cost you at least 3 to 5,000 rupees minimum. Well, there are a few things that you will notice over a period of time, and that would be that when you buy an old car like this Wagon R, then you're pretty much ready to accept that you wouldn't have most of the basic stuff that are taken for granted on a new car, like ABS, airbags, or even alloys for that matter. The very choice of color is lost when you buy a used car, because it's purely a game of luck. You may or may not get the color, the car color of your choice. Also, when buying a used car, sit in the driver's seat first, and you being the buyer, you should feel comfortable with the whole car. If not, there's no point in buying a used car. Also, don't forget to check out the pedal spacing between the pedals, so just to be sure that you're comfortable with the gap between them.